What is the definition of ecology?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecology is the study of interactions among organisms and their environment. Define ecosystem.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecosystem is a community of living organisms interacting with each other and their non-living environment. What is ecological succession?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological succession is the gradual process of change and replacement of species in a community over time. Explain primary succession.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Primary succession occurs in lifeless areas where there was no initial soil, like bare rock. Define biodiversity hotspot.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biodiversity hotspots are regions with high species richness and high levels of endemism that are under significant threat. What is meant by biotic and abiotic factors?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biotic factors refer to living components of an ecosystem, while abiotic factors are non-living components like temperature. Describe the role of decomposers in an ecosystem.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Decomposers break down dead organic material, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Explain the concept of food chain with an example.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A food chain is a linear sequence showing energy flow from producers to top consumers. E.g., grass right-pointing arrow, deer right-pointing arrow, tiger. What is a trophic level?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A trophic level is a step in a food chain representing organisms that share the same level of energy. Define biodiversity.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biodiversity is the variety and variability of species, genes, and ecosystems in an area. Describe biomagnification.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biomagnification is the increase in concentration of toxic substances in organisms at higher trophic levels. What is the greenhouse effect?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The greenhouse effect is the trapping of heat in the Earth's atmosphere by greenhouse gases like CO2, CH4, and water vapor. Name 2 greenhouse gases.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Carbon dioxide, Colorado 2, and methane, CH4. Explain the term pollution.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Pollution is the contamination of the environment by harmful substances or energy. What is eutrophication?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Eutrophication is the nutrient enrichment of water bodies, leading to algal blooms and oxygen depletion. Define ecological footprint.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecological footprint is a measure of human demand on Earth's ecosystems. What is the difference between species richness and species evenness?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Species richness is the number of species in an area, while species evenness is the relative abundance of each species. Explain mutualism with an example.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Mutualism is a symbiotic relationship where both organisms benefit, like bees pollinating flowers. What are endangered species?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Endangered species are at high risk of extinction due to factors like habitat loss and poaching. Define ecological niche.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecological niche is the role and position an organism has in its environment, including its interactions and resource use. What are invasive species?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Invasive species are non-native organisms that spread rapidly in a new habitat, often harming native species. Describe the water cycle.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The water cycle involves evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection of water through various natural processes. What is a biome?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A biome is a large geographic region characterized by specific climate, flora, and fauna, like deserts or rainforests. Explain carbon cycle.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The carbon cycle involves the movement of carbon through the atmosphere, organisms, and Earth, including photosynthesis. Define ecological efficiency.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological efficiency is the percentage of energy transferred from one trophic level to the next. What is sustainable development?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sustainable development meets present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Explain global warming.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Global warming is the increase in Earth's average temperature due to the buildup of greenhouse gases. Describe the nitrogen cycle.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The nitrogen cycle includes processes like nitrogen fixation, nitrification, and denitrification that cycle nitrogen in nature. What are producers in an ecosystem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Producers are organisms, like plants, that make their own food through photosynthesis. Define ecological pyramid.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecological pyramid is a graphical representation of energy or biomass at each trophic level. What is ecological resilience?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological resilience is the ability of an ecosystem to recover from disturbances while maintaining its functions. Explain the 10% law of energy transfer in an ecosystem.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The 10% law states that only about 10% of energy is transferred from one trophic level to the next, with most lost as heat. What are decomposers? And give 2 examples.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Decomposers break down dead matter into simpler substances. Examples include fungi and bacteria. Differentiate between food chain and food web.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A food chain is a linear sequence of energy transfer, while a food web is a network of interconnected food chains. Define ecological carrying capacity.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Carrying capacity is the maximum population size that an environment can sustain indefinitely. Describe the term primary productivity.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Primary productivity is the rate at which producers synthesize organic matter in an ecosystem. What is albedo, and how does it affect the environment?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Albedo is the reflectivity of a surface. Higher albedo means more sunlight is reflected, affecting global temperature. Define habitat.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A habitat is the physical environment in which an organism lives and interacts with other species. What is ecological imbalance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological imbalance occurs when natural processes are disrupted, often due to human activity, leading to environmental issues. Explain biomass in an ecological context.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biomass is the total mass of living organisms within a given area or ecosystem at a specific time. What are endemic species?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Endemic species are species that are native to and found only within a particular region. What is ex situ conservation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ex situ conservation is the protection of endangered species by removing part of the population from their natural habitat. Define the term biogeochemical cycles.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biogeochemical cycles are natural processes that recycle nutrients, like the water and carbon cycles, through ecosystems. Describe the rain-shadow effect.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The rain-shadow effect occurs when mountains block rain, creating dry areas on the leeward side. What are pioneer species in ecological succession?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Pioneer species are the first organisms to colonize barren environments in primary succession, like lichens and mosses. Explain niche overlap.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Niche overlap occurs when two species use similar resources, often leading to competition. What is the role of lichens as bioindicators?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lichens indicate air quality, as they are sensitive to pollution and cannot survive in polluted environments. Define biological magnification and give an example.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biological magnification is the increase of toxin concentration in higher trophic levels, e.g., DDT in bird populations. What is acid rain, and what causes it?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Acid rain is rain with high acidity, caused by sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides reacting with water in the atmosphere. Describe the greenhouse gas effect and its consequences.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The greenhouse effect traps heat in Earth's atmosphere, leading to global warming and climate change. What is an ecological keystone species?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A keystone species has a disproportionately large effect on its ecosystem, such as maintaining species diversity. Explain the concept of natality in population ecology.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Natality refers to the birth rate within a population, affecting its growth. Differentiate between R-selected and K-selected species.
3, 2, 1, 0.
R-selected species have high reproductive rates, while K-selected species produce fewer offspring but with higher survival. What is the significance of the Montreal Protocol?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Montreal Protocol is an international agreement to phase out substances that deplete the ozone layer. Define ecotone.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecotone is a transitional zone between two ecosystems, often with high biodiversity. Explain the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Autotrophs produce their own food, e.g., plants, while heterotrophs depend on other organisms for food, e.g., animals. What is nitrogen fixation, and why is it essential?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Nitrogen fixation converts atmospheric nitrogen into forms plants can use, essential for protein and nucleic acid synthesis. Describe the phosphorus cycle and its significance.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The phosphorus cycle moves phosphorus through soil, water, and organisms, critical for DNA and ATP in living beings. Explain the importance of national parks in biodiversity conservation.
3, 2, 1, 0.
National parks protect ecosystems and species from human interference, supporting biodiversity. What is meant by carbon footprint?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Carbon footprint is the total greenhouse gas emissions caused by an individual, organization, or event. Define population density.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Population density is the number of individuals of a species per unit area or volume. Describe biotic potential.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biotic potential is the maximum reproductive capacity of a species under ideal environmental conditions. What are the types of biodiversity?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The three main types are genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Explain environmental resistance.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Environmental resistance includes all limiting factors that reduce population growth, such as predators and disease. What is ecological restoration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological restoration is the process of assisting the recovery of an ecosystem that has been degraded or destroyed. Define biosphere reserve.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A biosphere reserve is a designated area to promote biodiversity conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. Describe the term ecological footprint.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological footprint measures human demand on nature, expressed as the amount of land and water area needed to sustain them. What are indicator species, and why are they important?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Indicator species signal environmental health or change, as their presence or absence reflects specific ecosystem conditions. What is ecological equivalence?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological equivalence occurs when species occupying similar niches in different habitats evolve similar traits. Define urban heat island effect.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Urban heat islands are areas significantly warmer than rural areas due to human activities, buildings, and pollution. Explain climax community in ecological succession.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A climax community is the final, stable community in an ecological succession that remains until disrupted by a disturbance. What is detritus food chain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The detritus food chain begins with dead organic matter and is decomposed by organisms like fungi and bacteria. Describe the term environmental ethics.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Environmental ethics is the moral relationship between humans and the natural environment, guiding conservation actions. What is overexploitation, and how does it affect biodiversity?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Overexploitation is excessive use of resources, leading to loss of species and ecosystem degradation. Define biological oxygen demand, BOD.
3, 2, 1, 0.
BOD is the amount of dissolved oxygen needed by aerobic organisms to break down organic material in water. What are sacred groves, and why are they important?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sacred groves are forest areas protected by local communities, playing a key role in biodiversity conservation. Explain the concept of in situ conservation.
3, 2, 1, 0.
In situ conservation is the conservation of species in their natural habitats, such as national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. What is an ecological debt?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological debt occurs when human demand on ecosystems exceeds their capacity to regenerate resources and absorb wastes. Describe species-area relationship.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The species-area relationship states that species richness increases with the area sampled, following a predictable pattern. What is an alien species invasion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Alien species invasion occurs when non-native species enter an ecosystem, often outcompeting native species and causing harm. Explain the term biopiracy.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biopiracy is the commercial exploitation of biological resources without permission or compensation to the source countries. What is a carbon sink?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A carbon sink absorbs more carbon than it releases, helping reduce atmospheric CO2. Examples include forests and oceans. Define phenotypic plasticity.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phenotypic plasticity is an organism's ability to change its phenotype in response to environmental conditions. Describe the concept of minimum viable population.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The minimum viable population is the smallest population size needed for a species to survive and maintain genetic diversity. Explain the difference between ecological density and population density.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological density is the number of individuals per unit of usable habitat, while population density is per total area. What is bioprospecting?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bioprospecting is exploring biological resources for commercially valuable products, such as medicines and enzymes. Define trophic cascade.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Trophic cascade is an ecological phenomenon where changes in a top predator's population affect multiple trophic levels. What is the tragedy of the commons?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tragedy of the commons describes how shared resources are overused and depleted when individuals act in their self-interest. Explain endemism.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Endemism refers to species that are native and restricted to a specific geographic location. What is ecosystem stability?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecosystem stability is the ability of an ecosystem to maintain structure and function over time, despite environmental changes. Describe ecological succession.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological succession is a series of gradual changes in species composition in a community, following a disturbance. Define thermal stratification in lakes.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Thermal stratification is the layering of water in lakes based on temperature, with warm water on top and cold water below. But what is species turnover?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Species turnover is the change in species composition in an area over time, often due to ecological succession. Explain biotic potential.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biotic potential is the maximum reproductive capacity of an organism under ideal environmental conditions. Define biological indicators.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biological indicators are species whose presence or absence reflects the health of an ecosystem, e.g., Frogs indicating water quality. What is our selected species?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Our selected species have high reproductive rates and produce many offspring, suited to unstable environments. Explain the term natality.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Natality is the birth rate in a population, contributing to population growth. What is biotic interference?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biotic interference refers to the effects that living organisms have on each other within an ecosystem, like competition. Define species richness.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Species richness is the number of different species present in a particular area or community. Explain the edge effect in ecology.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The edge effect refers to increased biodiversity found at the boundaries between different ecosystems. What is ecological niche?
3, 2, 1, 0.
An ecological niche is the role and position a species has in its environment, including interactions with other species. Describe phenology.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phenology is the study of cyclic events in plant and animal life cycles and their relationship to climate and seasonality. What is the main cause of eutrophication in water bodies?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Eutrophication is primarily caused by nutrient pollution, often from agricultural runoff, leading to algal blooms. Define genetic diversity.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Genetic diversity is the variety of genetic material within a population or species, crucial for adaptability and survival. Explain symbiotic nitrogen fixation.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Symbiotic nitrogen fixation is the process by which bacteria in root nodules of legumes convert atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. What is co-extinction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Co-extinction is when the extinction of one species leads to the extinction of another, usually a dependent species. Describe the role of detritivores in an ecosystem.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Detritivores, like earthworms, feed on dead organic matter and recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem. What is a population explosion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Population explosion is a sudden, rapid increase in a species' population, often due to favorable conditions or reduced mortality. Explain the term evolutionary stable strategy.
3, 2, 1, 0.
An evolutionary stable strategy is a behavioral strategy that, once adopted by a population, cannot be outcompeted. Define ecological hierarchy.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological hierarchy is the arrangement of biological organisms in levels like individual, population, community, and ecosystem. What is endosymbiosis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Endosymbiosis is a symbiotic relationship where one organism lives inside another, beneficial to both, such as mitochondria in cells. What is environmental degradation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Environmental degradation is the deterioration of the natural environment due to human activity or natural events. Describe adaptive radiation.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Adaptive radiation is the evolution of different species from a common ancestor in response to different environmental niches. Define primary succession.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Primary succession is the development of life in an area where no living organisms previously existed, like on bare rock. What is secondary succession?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Secondary succession occurs in areas where a community has been removed but soil remains, like after a fire. Explain the term pollination syndromes.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Pollination syndromes are sets of flower characteristics evolved to attract specific pollinators, like bees or birds. What is community ecology?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Community ecology is the study of interactions between species within a community and how these interactions shape the community structure. Define ecosystem resilience.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecosystem resilience is an ecosystem's capacity to resist or recover from disturbances while maintaining function. Describe the importance of keystone species.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Keystone species have a critical role in ecosystem stability. Their loss would significantly affect other species. What are biotic components of an ecosystem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biotic components are the living elements of an ecosystem, including producers, consumers, and decomposers. Explain biogeography.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biogeography is the study of the distribution of species and ecosystems across geographical spaces and over time. Define amensalism.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Amensalism is an interaction where one species is inhibited or destroyed, while the other remains unaffected. What is ecological debt?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological debt is the consumption of resources beyond the capacity of an ecosystem to regenerate, often leading to degradation. Describe climate change mitigation.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Climate change mitigation involves strategies to reduce or prevent greenhouse gas emissions to slow global warming. What is ecological threshold?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological threshold is the point at which a small change in environmental conditions can lead to a large impact on an ecosystem. Define renewable resources.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Renewable resources are natural resources that can be replenished naturally, like sunlight, wind, and biomass. Explain population dispersal.
3,
Population dispersal is the movement of individuals from their birthplace to new locations, aiding species spread and adaptation. What is energy flow in an ecosystem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Energy flow is the transfer of energy through a food chain from producers to consumers and eventually to decomposers. Describe the term biosphere.
3, 2, 1, 0.
The biosphere is the global sum of all ecosystems, encompassing all life forms and their interactions with the environment. What is environmental resistance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Environmental resistance includes factors that limit a population's growth, such as predators, disease, and limited resources. Define food pyramid and its types.
3, 2, 1, 0.
A food pyramid visually represents trophic levels. Types include pyramid of energy, biomass, and numbers. Explain zero population growth.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Zero population growth occurs when the birth rate equals the death rate, resulting in a stable population size. What are biogeochemical cycles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Biogeochemical cycles are the natural processes that recycle nutrients through the Earth's biosphere, like the nitrogen cycle. Describe ecological modeling.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ecological modeling uses mathematical models to simulate and analyze ecological processes and predict future changes.